to go. Coyle Cassidy on top here, 7-0 from Haywood Field in Attleboro.
We have a Dufresne and a DeVerns.
DeVerns.
I'm getting a little bit confused here. I apologize.
French ancestry names.
The handoff goes to Chang now. Breaks it outside, right side, and Chang could be gone. Touchdown, Bishop Feehan.
Touchdown run there of 25 yards for Tony Chang. His second touchdown of the season.
Great bit of running there by Chang.
To Steve Zaneski getting that loose ball and setting up that touchdown, the 25-yard run by Tony Chang. Derek Dufresne here has the ball, and he's going to be smothered.
Big tackle.
Number 88 there, Pat Baer. It comes looks like a reverse here.
It's a fake reverse. Chang takes the pitch, fake the handoff to Fleming, and he's off to the races around the left side. He's brought down by a couple of Coyle Cassidy defense. Pabst is going to pass again. Looks like a screenplay setting up. And that'll be to Powers. Powers is actually going to be brought down for a loss on the play. He had a lead blocker. Doherty was there for a little convoy action, and he couldn't pick up. Powers lets this one roll by him now, and a big hit by Chang. Unbelievable. I think the radio people could actually hear that one.
I'm sure. Tony Chang
absolutely pummeled Matt Perkins.
Coming off the
Warren the lone setback. Cody drops back. Hits, throws Chang wide open. Found the zone defensive seam, and Chang has his second touchdown of this first half.
That's what we saw. They wanted to get back into the 2-minute drill, and Pabst threw an interception.
Yep.
They're a ground game.
Squib kick is picked up, I believe, by Powers, and another big hit by Bishop Feehan.
The Warriors.
Pabst with a quarterback sneak, and he could break this. He's brought down from behind by DeVerns. A big pickup.
Up the middle. Everybody expected going to the running back, and he decided to take his own. And
22-yard gain. I don't know whether he called that one by himself or McGonigal called that, but Carney in motion. Pabst drops back to the right side. Pabst flushed out of the pocket.
Good coverage.
Throws a bad pass across his body. Chang picks it off and gets hit, and that could be the ball game.
That is the ball game.
With 25 seconds left to go, Bishop Feehan will have the ball.
You know, because both in the same situation, and he said at the awards banquet, the Attleboro Hall of Fame banquet, not only hope this rivalry goes, I hope our friendship grows, and I think that's just the second half.
No.
They were up 24-15. Coyle Cassidy's only score. Greg Napier, a 14-yard pass from Chris Pabst.
Both teams deserve an awful lot of credit. There's a lot of players out there that deserve this trophy. But today, probably wearing the number appropriately, number 1, it goes to Tony Chang.
So there you have it. Tony Chang wins the Balfour 1992 Bishop Feehan Coyle Cassidy Trophy.
Tony Chang had the first touchdown, a 25-yard touchdown run. Had some great defensive plays out there, some big gainers to set up a field goal, the Fiataroni field goal, which ends up being actually the game winner if you want to go back to the second quarter. Dave Fiataroni, a 20-yard field goal. And so Tony Chang gets the Balfour Trophy for 1992. And just an outstanding game, as Bob McQuaid said, probably the best game he's seen since he's been doing this, and I can say the same, and just a hard-fought game between the Shamrocks and the Warriors.
Dossie and Chang are split in the backfield. Give comes Tony Chang, left side, big hole over the 40, 45. He's at midfield, breaks it to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Tony Chang, a 61-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage. What a way as a senior to open up the game.
What a way. He is starting on his way to his second straight Balfour Trophy. Tony Chang just take a little bit of a delay, handoff, go right up the middle, had a big hole, and he got to the outside, and that was what Steve McGonigal was worried about. Once he found the hole, he got to the outside, and Feehan takes a 6-0 lead here with 8:34 left to go in the opening quarter.
Touchdown number 14 for Tony Chang on the season. Feehan Shamrocks in the slot to the right side is Morin. Quick pitch near side to Chang. Gets by one tackler across midfield and is dragged down at about the 45-yard line. Tackle being made by Kevin Avila coming up for Coyle Cassidy. A pickup of about 6 yards for Tony Chang on a quick pitch to the near side right.
He might be just a little guy, but you really got to stick him because, once again, Aaron King had him in the backfield, had him for a loss, and he just slipped out of the tackle and gained yardage. So he's really a tough runner to bring down, even though he's not that big.
Seacon from Nate Cody to Tom Morin. Feehan the extra point, and he kicks it away now. Low line drive. And we taken by Lennon at the 22, across the 25, and he's nailed at the 26-yard line. Tony Chang down, making the coverage along with Chip Scanlon.
Tony Chang, very dangerous runner.
Good snap, plenty of time for Kuna. Gets an end-over-end kick taken by Chang at the 45 on the far side. Cuts it to the middle, across midfield. 45-40, breaks the tackle, 35. Tony Chang's gonna go. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Well,
he couldn't have gotten that punt in a more perfect position. A line drive punt. He was all alone down here at about the 45-yard line. Came up the center of the field, gained 10 yards before any Coyle Cassidy player got to him. Showed his ability to elude a tackle, slipped through one, and then he was wide open. A 55-yard punt return.
Tony Chang's looking to get his second Balfour Trophy in as many years with this performance, his second touchdown of the game. And that only took about 10 seconds from when the punt was off at 2:05. We have 1:50 left to go, 15 seconds, 6 points.
Well, they don't waste.
First and 10, Shamrocks at the 40. Cody on the draw play to Chang's got a lot of room. Across the 35, across the 30, and finally ridden down by Rob Kinney at the 25-yard line. Enough for another first down for Tony Chang with 1:34 to go until halftime.
And he carried Rob Kinney the last 4 yards. This is a real strong and a real fast kid. He has been very impressive on both sides of the ball throughout this first half.
So it's first and 10, Shamrocks, ball at the 26-yard line of the Coyle Cassidy Warriors. This time, Uroff and Morin split to the right side, Poirier to the left. Backs in the I formation. And again, they'll go to the draw to Chang. Again, he's got some room at the 10. Breaks 2 tackles at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown. What a run by Tony Chang. Rob Kinney and Chris Papps thought they had him tackled at the 10-yard line. They hit him but did not wrap. And where's Mr. McQuaid? Start engraving the Balfour Trophy with Mr. Chang's number. 3 touchdowns here in the first half.
I hope his trophy case can fit one more of those because he's about on his way to get one. Just a fantastic run by Tony Chang, but also give credit to Bishop Feehan's offensive line. They've given him big holes to go through.
Feehan will attempt the extra point. Snap, ball down, kick, second down and 6. Shamrocks from their own 40. And on a counter play, Chang gets the call, gets a big hole, and he is close to another first down, and again is nailed by Chris Papps at about the 48-yard line. Morin in the slot to the right, Uroff split to the near side right. Quick pitch to the near side, Tony Chang's got a blocker in front, eludes one tackle, and will be run out of bounds finally by Rich Lennon at the 49. However, Dan Bork and Jack Taylor each had a shot at Tony Chang. And on that play, it ends the third quarter. We played 3 quarters from Bishop Feehan, actually Hayward Field. Your score, the Shamrocks 36, Coyle Cassidy 14. Pap, so a 4th and 8 with 9:11 left to go. And the Shamrocks will do something they haven't done all day. They will punt it away. Ralph Gasparo will do the punting for the Shamrocks. Chris Papps back inside his 20. It's a good snap, plenty of time, and the kick is away, high, end over end. Papps takes it as 23 to the far side, 25, and ridden out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Tony Chang and Mike Uroff on the tackle. Chris Peluso as well. So the Coyle Cassidy on Thanksgiving Day. Uroff split to the right, Morin to the left. Backs in the eye, the pitch comes to Chang. He's got some blockers and some room. Across the 45, tries to cut it outside at the 40 and is thrown down by Rob Kinney and Rich Lennon at about the 37-yard line.
Tony Chang once again going this time off to the left side and staying out of bounds. He seems to, I don't know what his average is, but he probably is averaging about 5 to 6 yards a carry.
And he pulls up lame, however, holding the back of his right leg. It looked like he might have not pulled a hamstring, but felt some tightness there. Off splits to the left, Morin to the right, Pianadosi and Chang in the I formation. And Cody will pitch to Chang, running right sides, trying to get outside, gets a good block by Pianadosi, and he's out to the 20 Pap finally running him down, but the big block by Ryan Pianadosi at the 30, sealing in Jack Taylor, that allowed Chang to get to the outside and pick up another first down.
Well, sometimes that gets overlooked, the
Not
role
by
of the
ex-lineman.
fullback. That's it. The role of the fullback in how they has to set up the block. Ryan Pianadosi, a great block on Jack Taylor, allowed him to get about 10 more yards off that play.
Cody will take it and goes to his knees, and a class gesture is whacked down by the Warriors, one of the Warrior defenders, and that will do it. 2 seconds, one, and it is over, as the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks have capped quite a rookie season for Mr. Matt Lanigan. He started 0-3, losing to North Attleboro, his father's team, Bishop Stang, and Attleboro. But since then, his team has won 7 in a row, and they culminated with an impressive 43-20 win here at Hayward Field. We will take a break and come back to Hayward Field with our post-game show right after this. Final score, Bishop Feehan beats Coyle Cassidy 43-20. Ron, your final thoughts on today's game?
Well, a great game for the Bishop Feehan offense, but an even greater game for Tony Chang. I believe he got over 200 yards total offense, 3 touchdowns. He's about to be presented for the second year in a row the Balfour Trophy, signifying the most valuable player of this game. And though the Shamrocks end up a great season, Matt Lanigan's going to end up with a little less hair. I guess there was a bet made that if they won their last 7 games, he'd have to shave his head. So he's has a date with the barber maybe before the turkey this afternoon.
I'm sure it's a date that he's looking quite forward to, though, given the fact that his team, really a remarkable turnaround for this Bishop Feehan team. They started 0-3, as we mentioned, and today's 43-20 win, culminating it, as you can see, Tony Chang being awarded the Balfour Trophy for the 2nd straight year, and coincidentally, he is also our McDonald's Player of the Game. Tony Chang unofficially over 200 yards. He had the first touchdown, the first play from scrimmage, a 61-yard touchdown run. He had the punt return of 55 yards, really, that broke the game open at that point, made it 22-6. And then for a little frosting on the cake, he would score the final touchdown of the first half on a 13-yard touchdown run. Quite the afternoon for the senior Ron, Tony Chang.
And he added the extra point on the last touchdown to just sort of cap off. Just an amazing day. A guy, just shows you that size sometimes not everything. He's only about 5'6", 5'7", and just a great elusive runner. Certainly a great cap off to his high school career.
Well, Tony Chang is our McDonald's Player of the Game on the Bissio and DuPont post-game show. We have some people to thank before we say goodbye to you. The producer and director of today's game was Bob Jean.